Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday morning. I hope you guys have a great Friday start to the weekend and a long weekend if you guys have a 3 day coming up or a holiday off since Monday's Martin Luther King Day. Today's topic for today is going to be Friendship Friday. I know this past week was a little kind of rough, a little down, maybe, little hard talks and everything like that, but I wouldn't have made it without the friends that I have today. So that's why I decided to do Friendship Friday. So the quote of the day today is, I don't need a friend who changes when I change and who nods when I nod. My shadow can do that much better. I don't know who said that, but basically, the way I interpret that quote is, I don't need someone who is going to match me when I'm feeling down, like just be down with me. I need someone to pick me up. I don't want to talk to someone and tell them what I'm going through and always agree with me every time. Or if I don't like something, they're not gonna like it either. You know, I want that pushback a little bit. I want people to keep me in check. Um, I want sorry, Fritos wants attention. uh, I just want someone there who I know I can trust, who will have my back and everything. Come here, Frito. Come on. Who will have my back through anything that's going on because I would much rather respect someone like that and appreciate their way more than for someone who's just take the easy road out. So a lot of people come into our lives. The real ones stick around through the dark times. Everybody knows that, and then those ones that you thought you were friends during that time, they kind of don't. And I went through that last year. I met some people along the way, and I met people, a couple years ago also, in previous duty stations and everything, who I thought they were my real friends. And I'm not saying everybody, but there were some that I thought who weren't really my friends, who didn't really care about me or didn't really check in, or I tried to reach out and they didn't return back. So it kind of messed with me because being that my kids left and I didn't have my family here and didn't have any friends, so I felt like I was just in a bubble, just alone, just going through this alone, and it really really sucked. But as we grow up, we don't lose just friends. We find out the real ones. Those people who we thought were friends are not friends. It's all right. It's okay because now the ones who stick around, we find out who really are truly our real friends. I have let so many people in my life who I thought were real friends, and then when shit was going rough, they just kind of disappeared. I want you guys to like take a moment back, either now or after the video or something, and just look at your circle. Just like man, what was that? When T-Mobile, I think, when they came out with that Fab Five or that Fab Five, we always put those five people that you always called. I know for some people it was maybe their families, but some people it was their friends. Or like in MySpace. Remember when MySpace was back in, and we always had like our top friends, and people would get mad because we only had top five, and like, oh, well, how come I'm in the top five? Was like, oh man, well, you're number six. Okay, well, then make a top 10, and I'll make a top 20 or whatever. That thing changed all the time. It's just like our life. So many people come into our life that it changes. People come and go, but those real ones stick around. But also, it shouldn't really matter if I have you on my top five or on my MySpace page. If you're my real friend, you're my real friend. I don't need to show the world, or I don't need to put that on MySpace to show that. Like, nah, man, you know that. Like, what if my friend didn't have MySpace? I know a lot of people put Tom on there, but like, what if people didn't have MySpace, so I couldn't put him on there? But it shouldn't matter like that. Publicity shouldn't matter, or um, publicity and like putting it out there shouldn't matter. If you really know who your true friends are, then they know that and you know that. But just take a look at your circle and then kind of readjust it. You don't want people who are bringing you down, who are matching that. You want someone who's going to push you to be better, who's going to be there through those hard times, but kind of tell you like for example, I have one friend who she's always telling me that she doesn't want to wake up in the morning and she's tired and she doesn't want to get up and she doesn't want to read a book, or she doesn't want to go to the grocery store. She doesn't want to meal prep. And I'm like, no, like, you need to. Like, come on, get the fuck. Like, this is your goal. This is what you want to do. And like, get up and fucking do it. Like, you got this. Like, you've done it before. Anybody can do it. It's you. It's like, you got this, And I know she appreciates it sometimes because she tells me, like, she's like, I hate you, but I love it because you push me to be better. And Priscilla, it's about you. So I know there's times where I give you a hard time when you want to take it easy and stuff like that. But I know you really do like it, and I know I like it too. Just that pushback, and that's just an example right there. It's just you want someone who's going to be there for you and push you when you don't want to go to the gym, when you don't want to wake up, even though me and her are not even here, but we do it from a distance. We just kind of push each other and we help each other out. So that's always like, it's always real fun to have that type of relationship and that friendship going, just to be there for someone, especially when they want to do a cheat meal or a cheat diet, or they want to go to Target and they want to go spend more money, but it's like, no, Target, go what you're going for your list and your list only. Don't do anything else. Spend the money. Don't, stay on track with your spending, stuff like that. For example, I know I have a problem with that too. I know a lot of other people have that problem too. Um, and you also look at it like respect goes a long way with friends, right? I'd much rather have someone who's going to be blunt and upfront with me, blunt to an extent, but blunt with me, than to have someone who's going to talk behind my back. And what if I cheated at the gym or I didn't go to the gym, and they're talking smack about me to some friend? They're like, oh man, he's gaining weight, he's this, he's losing. Yeah, he doesn't wake up anymore. He doesn't do that. Like, no, man, tell me to my face. Give me like a little self check. Like, kind of help me out, because I thought, like, I want you to push me to be a better person and to be a better man, not just a better friend, just a better person overall. Um, so I would check on, with all that being said too, though, I would check on your friends who are always happy also, because I was that person. I was always a very positive guy, very confident, strong man, and I was going through some things, but I didn't let people in because I didn't want to let people in either. But just check on those people who are always in a good state of mind, because sometimes you never know what they're doing. Just because they're smiling doesn't mean they're actually hurting inside. A smile can just mean silence also. They're just trying to smile instead of trying to talk. And I know that was me for a while too. So just, check on those friends, or even just check on those friends you haven't talked to in a while. If you guys got some beef you guys got to hash out, just go get some corn hash and eat it together. No, I'm just kidding. If you guys got some beef and everything you just want to talk about it, just be the bigger man and go do it. If you'll be surprised maybe how that person might react, and if they react a bad way and they hate you even more, they don't want to talk to you anymore, okay, well, who cares? At least at the end of the day you tried, because you won't be sitting on that deathbed or laying on that deathbed thinking like, man, I should have told Marco how I really felt when he did this to me, or I should have told him that I'm very, very sorry and I was very young. you know I've been watching this show, or I actually just finished the show Cobra Kai. If any of you guys haven't seen it, I would highly suggest you guys watch Cobra Kai. A friend got me hooked up on it, and I was pissed at her, but I also told her it was a great show because I stayed up till 1, 2 in the morning sometimes watching it, and I'm like, can't stop watching it. But if you haven't seen Karate Kid, you need to watch Cobra Kai, because you're not gonna understand the whole storyline. But anyways, if you have seen Cobra Kai, I'm gonna do like a little spoiler, but there's two people in that movie who hate each other for their entire lives growing up and in high school and everything. But slowly things start to turn, and they kind of become an adult, and they kind of like realize, and they kind of hash it out, because they talk to one another, and you're like, man, like, you're actually that kind of cool. That's not exactly what's happening, but I'm giving you to a point because I'm not trying to ruin the show either, right? But they kind of just talk to each other, and they end up liking each other. They end up having similar interests. They end up being the exact same way, and then they end up working together. And yes, that's just a show, but it's life too. You never know what people are like until you actually just get to know someone and be sorry and stop having all that hate. All this hate in the world is so bad. If we can just tell someone, I forgive you, and just be there for someone a little bit more, and just be more kind and more grateful and more appreciative, the world would be a much better place. And I just think that if if I can do it, you guys can do it also. And if God can do it, then you guys can do it also. God doesn't hate none of us. He doesn't hold any grudges on us. When we cheat in relationships, or when we lie on a test in school, or we don't pay our bills on time, or we cheat in the meal, a cheat meal, or forget the gym, he doesn't hate us for that. And he's like, when that time dies, when we die, he's not like, well, remember that time, like, you forgot to go to the gym and now look at you, like, nope, I'm still mad at you. I don't forgive you yet. No, he doesn't do that at all. So if he can't do that, or if he doesn't do that, why are we doing that? We shouldn't judge people like that, or we shouldn't hold grudges like that. So just go reach out to those people who you haven't spoken to and you got some beef going on. Trust me, it'll make your life way better. It'll be a big stress relief too, weight off your shoulders. So I highly suggest you guys go do that. um i used to I used to think I was alone and everything, but I actually do have a lot of friends, And one way that I know that is by you guys. You guys watching this, uh, all the views I've had, people who reached out to me and messaged me telling me how thankful they are for me talking about all this stuff. And some people didn't know I was going through this, and some people were close to me and some people weren't close to me, but they just didn't know that I went through all this stuff, or I have gone through this stuff. And just just by you guys sharing it, you guys taking the time to watch it, like I know you guys out there also are some of my friends as well, but also not just with this, but just with supporting me throughout, this past year and everything I've gone through. You guys have just been there for me, and I can't thank you guys enough to, from the bottom of my heart, that I can't thank you guys enough for taking your time out of your day, for watching this, for reaching out to me, for being there for me, and just no judgment at all, and accepting me in y'all's lives and taking the time out of y'all days to talk to me every now and then. I really do appreciate it. But I do it not for the attention, not to for you guys to feel sorry for me. I don't do it for the YouTube views or YouTube famous. Like, no, I'm not even thinking about that at all. I've had people and my brother and some friends tell me like, oh, dude, what if you get YouTube famous? Oh, you better not forget about me, or just joking aside, right? Like little jokes in there kind of makes me laugh, but it's just I don't do it for that. I do it because I feel like what I've gone through, some of you guys are probably going through out there if you're watching this, and I used to be that strong, confident man, and hiding my feelings, very prideful, and didn't tell anybody anything. But it sucks, silence can kill you, and I realized that the hard way, to speak out and to open up and to let people in also, and to trust my gut as well with friends and everything like that. So I can't thank you guys enough. I hope you guys have a great Friday. Um, Hopefully the weather's good if you guys are down there in South Texas or back home, wherever you guys are at. Hope you guys are good, staying safe in COVID. Looking forward to the weekend and talking to you guys some more throughout Saturday and Sunday. So with that being said, have a blessed day.